the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Denver Nuggets. Looking at the last game for Denver, it was a win against the Mavericks at American Airlines Center. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. And the final dance, regular season coming to a close tonight. Kenny, for those teams making the postseason, what would they need to do to get into that playoff mindset?
Preparation for a higher level. So that means kind of, what I used to do is I used to go to like these yoga Zen classes, and I just sit, and I just, and then the preparation mentally will get you there.
And for lower level seeds, some are just happy to be there. But for top seeds, this is where the real season begins.
Let's send it to Kevin Harlan.
Looking down upon the Tower Bridge spanning the Sacramento River here in the capital of California. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Sacramento Kings coach Dave Yeager started out coaching in the minor leagues. And every year he'd attend NBA training camps, but especially ones with teams that had big roster turnover. He said a coach who's had his team together calls out a drill, and everybody does it. But to watch those guys teach and put it all together, that was where you really learned. Kevin?
Thanks, David, and it's clear that Coach Yeager is a details guy, an impressive young coach. And tonight, the matchup at the center position is certain to draw attention. Not something we say every night because the bigs don't seem to be stressed. But tonight, Chris, that is a factor.
Thank God big guys are back in the game. Kevin, you know, I got this opinion that there's a conspiracy against the big guys. I mean, hey, big guys played in this basketball. You guys remember a guy by the name of Mikan? He was pretty big. So, yeah, tonight we have a great center matchup. I can't wait to watch this.
And it's the Kings to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Denver. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Richardson is out there with Murray, and it's George in at the three. Now here's Hield. Paul kicks to Labissiere. That one good for two. Labissiere's got the first points up on the board for the Kings.
When Labissiere goes right up with the shot off the pass, the D is toast. I mean, with his size and quickness, no one is blocking these shots.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Over George, and it's sent back by George. The shot's good from Paul. About a minute played so far here in the first. Richardson the pass to Jokic. From 11 feet away. Misses off the left iron. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bogdanovich wide open. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Just finding the open man. Few who have ever played this game have Paul's vision.
Denver with the ball. 6-point game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made him pay for a lackluster effort.
Here is Paul, following the score by Jamal Murray. Bogdanovich with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Minnesota. Cauley-Stein dishes to Bogdanovich. Clock at 4. A Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
On defense, Sacramento. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
Yeah, all about IQ. You're right. They made smart in-game adjustments. I mean, they seemed a step ahead all night.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Chris, you had some amazing years with the Kings. Thinking back on it, what was one of your favorite moments in this jersey?
Wow, clinching the West in 2002. Really thought that was going to be our year. Having my jersey retired by the team was pretty special as well. And, you know, just the fans. You know, when you're getting buckets in front of those fans, it's nothing like it. And so just the memories I have being part of the community of Sacramento.
Now, here's Jokic. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he hits both.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Cauley Stein with a screen on Richardson. Hield kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Hield. Labissiere, the screen. Shot off the screen, and he hits the jump shot.
Hield is a great scorer. He doesn't let the D affect him, especially when he's deep inside.
George passes to Murray. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Jokic sets the screen for Millsap. And Labissiere sends it back.
Just phenomenal timing on the block. Labissiere leaping up for the forceful rejection.
Ball outside. Here's Bogdanovich. Cauley Stein tipped back in for 2. Cauley Stein's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's Murray. 9 points last game out. Jokic inside, working on Cauley Stein. Jokic, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Three-pointer, Hield. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Well, one thing that Dave Joerger has provided in Sacramento, Chris, is a connection to the core members of the team.
Yeah, and having your star player believe in Coach Joerger and vice versa makes life a lot easier for this team. You can't get very far with infighting between coaches and players. That's something the Kings have battled even before Joerger's tenure.
Here's Paul after the basket by Willie Cauley Stein. Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. Some changes for Sacramento. Yorgos Papagiannis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Holiday comes in for Buddy Hield. And it's Fox in for Chris Paul. And Denver with a change here too. Moutier is checked in. The Nuggets trail by 7. Outside, George. To the paint. Jokic kicks to Millsap. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Here's Papagiannis. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
To end the drought, and George, here we go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here's Fox, defended by Moutier. Out to the right wing. Here's Labissiere. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Sacramento. They're up by 5. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not, if we're losing, they're going to get us the lead. And if we have the lead, they're going to increase the lead. And it's fun to watch because everybody cheers for each other, too.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of a asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Moutier and Barton, the guards. Robert Covington out there with Harrell, and it's Plumlee in at the center. Now here is Holiday. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Montrezl Harrell, a player who seems to be another great find in the second round of the NBA draft out of Louisville. Starting to develop as a power forward, he can provide a nice inside presence for a team.
What I like about Harrell is that how strong he finishes at the rim. It seems like every time he goes up, he's in an and-one situation.
Just 5 to shoot. Barton throws it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
You're right. They are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing. That's all good stuff.
Here's Holiday. Rebound by the Nuggets. It's Barton on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Barton kicks to Moutier. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Hey, Chris, I know you started doing a podcast, Fearless or Insane, with Chris Webber, an opportunity to have some meaningful conversations. What's that been like?
It's been great, Kevin. I've gotten a chance to talk to some friends, some mentors like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've gotten to speak to him about what it was like playing for Wooden, what it was like coming up in the crazy 60s and that time. And, you know, he's such a thoughtful and a great individual. So to hear his stories about he and Muhammad Ali, he and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all these great figures is just wonderful. I also got to speak to track legends John Carlos and Tommy Smith, who in the 1968 Olympics, we've seen them kind of protest when they put their fist up in defiance and kind of put their voice out for the voiceless. And I got to talk to them about how tough of a moment that was. Did they know the sacrifice that they were making? What happened, the backlash to what happened? And then all these years later, do they feel kind of vindicated that we're showing them so much love and people around the world appreciate what they've done? So we try to just discuss fearless or insane. You know, they say insane is doing the same thing over, expecting a different result, where these guys put their lives on the line.
Yes.
And they kind of knew that it necessarily wouldn't change the arc of justice, but they felt that they had to do it. And so it's just some cool conversations with people and athletes that were much more than an athlete. And I've learned a lot, and it's been a cool podcast.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Moutier dishes to Collins, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And where the shot's been coming from tonight, here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Sacramento.
And a shot they haven't been looking for very much is that corner three. And when they have, these been quick to kind of close out and deny it, and they've had to get their points from elsewhere.
For three, Murray, and he's good on the three ball. Murray's got 5 now.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The Kings making a switch here. Hield's checked in. Here's Fox. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by Murray.
Great aggressiveness, attacking the hoop with reckless abandon. Just missed time to dunk by hair.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Fox kicks to Cauley-Stein. Dishes it to Hield. There's the screen. Back to Cauley-Stein. And Fox has it in the corner. Again, the miss by the Kings. And it's the Nuggets ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Collins. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Fox kicks to Hield. Passes it to Bertens. Cauley-Stein, a screen. It's stolen. Here's Collins. Down low. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable. They haven't missed in a while.
Now here's Hield. Cauley-Stein, a screen. Fox kicks to Hield. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. Kept alive by Sacramento. He gets that one. 8 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Oh, and it's important for Cauley-Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he will feel down inside.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Sacramento making some changes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Davis Bertans. And it's Paul in for Fox. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Collins. Paul George is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Richardson in for Beasley.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Paul kicks to Bogdanovich. There's the dish to Hield. Pass to Papagiannis. Takes the 3. And that's good. Buddy Hield for 3. Hield's got 5.
I love seeing Hill shoot the 3-ball. He's a high percentage scorer from there, firing with ease.
Now George. He's got 7. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Jokic, that's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Bogdanovich passes to Paul. Back to Bogdanovich. Now here's Hield. Richardson covering. Goes up the baseline. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Hield.
And the mid-range game of Hield is excellent. Always got to play up on him when he has the ball.
Jokic with his screen on Paul. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what's the takeaway from the first half, and what changes are needed?
Well, they just lined up and kicked our tails straight up one-on-one in transition. We got to own up. We got to keep the basketball in front of us. So shots are going to fall. We need to make some buckets. That'll help set our defense a little bit.
Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. The second quarter went their way, all the way, as they raced to the lead and stretched their advantage to 8 points by the halftime break. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. You got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
They're not getting to the line or putting enough pressure on the defense. They have to be much more aggressive pushing the basketball, going hard to the rack. Because if you want the refs to make a call, put them in the position to make a judgment call. If you're not creating opportunities for contact, you have no chance of picking up points at the line.
And that wraps up the halftime show. 3rd quarter set to begin in just a few.
A lot of action around, as always, the Capitol building tonight. We are in Sacramento, and we continue here on 2K Sports. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. It's been one outstanding game from Willie Cauley-Stein.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Oh, yeah, creating multiple second chance opportunities, doing everything he can to try to help his team.
And the 3rd quarter about ready to get underway. Here's Murray. Labissiere and Cauley-Stein are the big. Call out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Jokic kicks to Millsap. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
The Kings shooting their first foul shot of the night.
One shot.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? When you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching it.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. Just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so to me, the veteran presence is everything. Chris Mullen getting on me because I'm a rookie. I mean, I would have paid him to do that. So, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The Kings trail by 9. Now here's Paul. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
And I love how patient Labissiere is, just letting the offense come to him naturally.
Pass to Richardson. Millsap down low. Defended by Labissiere. Millsap misses.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
And here is Paul. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Heel. That's tipped, but they recover it. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. The Nuggets leading by 7. For 3, Richardson. And again, Denver with the triple.
Solid start to the half for them. 3 of 4 from the field now.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Davis Bertans checks in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Holiday comes in for Buddy Hield. And it's Fox in for Chris Paul. Big group substitution here for Denver. Harrell, he's checked in for Millsap. Robert Covington comes in for George. Martin's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Moutier in for Murray. Here's Moutier. Skal Labissiere picking up that last basket. It's stolen by Labissiere. And now Sacramento on the break. Fox leading the charge. Bertans' shot is good.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now here's Moutier. Now the feed to Harrell. Barton wide open. He fires. And again, Denver with the triple.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Fox passes to Bertans. Kicks it to Fox. Shoots from the baseline. The shot, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Barton outside. It's stolen by Labissiere. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. Yep, that one goes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Barton outside. Fox with the steal. And Bogdanovich now top the key. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up. The Kings shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. Yorgos Papagiannis is checked in for Davis Bertans. And a switcher also for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And we hear so much about this being the era of point guards, but you look at the crop of small forwards in the league today, wow, what a lineup. And talk about versatility. There are a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, the NBA has changed a lot. The 2 guard used to be the most athletic position when you think about it with the Jordans, the Clyde Drexlers, other guys, but it's really changed. And really look at the size. Kevin Durant, you know, I was always amazed. I'm a power forward at 6'9". He's 2 inches taller than me, and he can play the point guard. So the game is evolving when you look at Kevin Durant, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, Antetokounmpo, Jimmy Butler, those type of guys. When you want to talk about versatility, playing both ends of the floor and being able to score and get buckets, these guys come to mind.
Bogdanovic passes to Papagiannis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Fox. Not really his range, and it's off target.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Moutier, no good. The Kings trail by 7. Fox kicks to Holiday. He dishes it to Fox. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 6 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Hit by Harrell. Moutier dishes to Harrell. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Labissiere's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. And now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Moutier with the ball. It's tipped. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
That's a critical error they can't afford right now. This game is too tight to make mistakes like that.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And now let's take a listen in to a recent huddle from Coach Dave Yeager.
Good stuff. Got on the move now. Got 3 stops in a row. Got 3 stops, easier to run over.
And Dave Yeager, liking the defense that's being played, feels there's going to be now a translation into how their offense will go.
Yeah, I mean, stops allow you to get the ball up the court much more quickly before the other team has a chance to get their defense set.
All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Josh Richardson out there with Murray. And it's George in at the small forward position. Now here's Murray. Millsap sets the pick for Murray. Shot on the wing. Bullseye. Murray's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Nuggets. The Kings trail by 4. Here's Paul. Pass to Papagiannis. Outside Holiday. And stolen by Richardson. Jokic, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Holiday kicks to Papagiannis. Richardson against Holiday. Bucket is good. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. From deep, Richardson. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. Labissiere is checked in for Sacramento. The Kings trailing. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Now here's Murray, defended by Paul. Jokic a screen. George double teamed. Richardson kicks to George. Denver passing it around. Kicks it out to Richardson. They get it back. Back to Jokic. Good work defensively by Paul. King shooting well, 50% from the floor. To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now here's Murray, defended by Paul. Murray, the pass to Jokic, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
And shooters beware. Cauley-Stein is very crafty at how he rises up for the block. So good at catching scores off guard with this wide reach.
To tie it up. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Millsap. Here's Richardson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Sacramento making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. That's good from Richardson. Here is Paul. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Cauley-Stein a screen. Shot, high post. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The drive by Paul. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. The Nuggets leading by 5. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Millsap dishes to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
Cauley-Stein a screen. Hield kicks to Paul. Buries the long-range jumper.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Now here's Murray. Millsap a screen. Feeds it to Richardson. There's a good screen. Shoots from 12. And Denver again with the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Cauley-Stein a screen. Hield kicks to Paul. Paul missing again. The Nuggets leading by 6. Now Jokic. Millsap sets the pick for Jokic. He kicks to Murray. Six for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Healed the pass to Bogdanovic. Dishes it to Paul. Over Murray. Off the left rim and out.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Inside, Jokic, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jokic has got the lead up to 10 now for Denver. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 10. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
They can only blame themselves. A few missed opportunities, some miscues that they'd like to have back. It all adds up.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. So it's Sacramento now, trailing by 10. Jackson, that's good.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Misses the layup.
Even that close to the bucket, that's a very tough finish in that kind of traffic.
Here's Bertans for three. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Yes, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 6. 20 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Anything's possible, but they're going to have to be perfect the rest of the way just to even have a chance.
Tries again. Count it!
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
He has been unguardable. No one has been able to figure him out recently.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, they can breathe easy now thanks to those free throws. They won't have to sweat this one out.
Paul outside. Nails the triple.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. From deep, So the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.
You think them know me? I'm rockin' gold, oh yeah, you know. Fresher the hat go. I hear you hating on the low. Player, you should let it go. I'm not your regular degular. Don't call my cellular. I do what I wanna do. Move how I wanna move. All the I'ma do. Don't worry about me, boo. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Boy, you was way out of pocket. If you hating, you should stop it. Pull up, I know I'm the topic. I got it. You saying that I'm what you need now. Put me on speed, though. I'm probably now. I remember nights when there wasn't lights, wasn't to eat, nothing going right. Got to the woods, come back to the hood. Now I'm living good and I'm eating good. I'm not your regular degular. I'm so stellar. And you so dusty now. That's why you can't come around. Baby, I got what you need.